This might get weird.
Are we rolling?
We're rolling.
Well, then cheers, Grace Helbig.
Cheers, Mamrie Hart.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Not You Waving.
I was literally like, have I ever waved before? This is something I've never done before.
I saw it in the monitor of the camera, and I said, wow, she's adding her own little razzle-dazzle to this opening.
I saw it too, and I was like, what is that woman doing? It's me, and I'm waving. Okay.
Well, now you have to do that every week.
I know. That will really encourage people to watch on YouTube.
The signature wave. Y'all, we're back. It's another week. It's another. Let me just say, going into this right now.
Yeah.
Grace knows I'm a little frazzle-dazzled.
Yeah.
Because I, having a totally normal day, come into my home after a few errands, and it is a sauna. And you do not want your AC to stop working.
As a perimenopausal woman?
Hello?
In this economy?
My body's AC stopped working about a year and a half ago.
Right. So you all promised me that the machines were going to save us.
Yes, exactly. Where are the HVAC AIs?
Yeah.
Because we got to get this fixed or I'm going to be sneaking Larry into a Holiday Inn tonight.
Yeah.
And hotels, since we're booking our tour, we know those motherfuckers are expensive.
Yeah. Everything.
Why is everything? Okay. Oh,
Not to sound like a total fucking boomer.
Granny rant, baby.
Why is everything so expensive?
So expensive. Like hotel rooms, you're telling me.
I just booked a bunch for tour earlier this year, and they were not this expensive.
I know. No, it's jutted up.
Same
cities. I don't understand it. Maybe it's because we're going to be there on like September, October, and I feel like that's an ideal visit time to a lot of places.
Maybe. Speaking of, you guys should buy tickets to tour.
Guys, you got to come to tour.
Yeah. You gotta come to tour.
We're not coming back. If you don't come this time, no, tickets are selling great. And honestly, like a lot of the places, I say you got to come to tour and get your tickets because there aren't many tickets left in a lot of the cities.
Right.
But I do want to give a special shout out to Boston, New York, and St. Louis. Are we saying St. Louis or St. Louis?
I say St. Louis.
It's St. Louis, right?
Yeah.
Like, who am I, Nelly? Like,
yeah.
Okay.
Well, you're Southern. I feel like you could pull it off.
St. Louis isn't in the South though. I feel
Where is St. Louis?
It's in
Missouri. Is that South?
I don't call it.
What do you consider Missouri?
The mids.
The mids.
Sorry, I didn't mean to call you mid, St. Louis. Please still come to our show. But those have second shows added, right? So in Boston, we have our meet and greet, we have our show, and then we reset, and then we have a second show that night that is a live podcast recording. Mm-hmm. In New York, it's on a different night, but if you come to one show, you could come to the second show and it'll be a totally different show. And the same thing in St. Louis, and here's what I wanted to say.
Yep.
We are going to be out of our gourds.
Of course.
This is going to feel like, I feel like these live tapings are going to feel like the moment in the slumber party where everyone's been awake a little too long.
Yep.
And the tiniest thing makes you like laugh with no volume for 30 minutes. Like,
and you're loosey-goosey, and so you might reveal a little bit too much personal information.
That's what I'm saying. We will have already done a full meet and greet, done a full show. You know I'm having some lemon drop martinis. Yeah. She might have a little tookity-took.
Of course.
And then we're up there doing a live podcast with no structure, no plan, all goofs and spoofs. So if you want to see us,
if someone even mentions a whisper of, hey, what was YouTube like back in the day? We might start rambling.
We might go too hard. We might go. It might not be usable. It might be a live podcast taping to exist on our laptops forever. But so I just wanted to kind of differentiate that if we're doing two shows in your town, they're also not the same. So if you're a super weirdo, and by that I mean like a loving name for our listeners, not just a weirdo, you could come to both. It's not the same show twice.
And we'll call you Rich.
Yeah. Spending that city winery money left and right.
Oh, and with that, I do want to put a little call to action on top of that. That we're going to be answering live questions from a listener on stage.
Every show,
not just the podcast recordings, but also the written scripted comedy shows. And so if you are going to be in one of those audiences and you have a question, email us with your voice note under a minute if you can, and put in the description what show you're going to be at so we can potentially pull it and use it on stage.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. And again, they can be advice, they can be would you rathers, they can be as silly. I mean, it's going to be played on stage.
Yeah.
So keep that in mind.
You could send a question for your friend that you know is also going to be at the show
God.
and really embarrass them if you want.
You could also like be very passive aggressive. You could be like, what if my friend invited me to a show?
You can subtweet your friends live
from us on stage. No, we had, I think I might have said this on the live stream. I'm not sure if I said it on the pod, but we had in Australia, we did this and it was so much fun.
Yeah.
And we had a girl or woman ask like, can I get your advice? I have like a deadbeat boyfriend. We broke up, but he won't move out of my place and it's my place. And we had her pass her phone down to the stage and we recorded a voice note, a video kicking the boyfriend out.
Yeah.
And then sent it back. And we were like, do it that what you will.
And everyone was passing it back. It was like this chain of friendship the whole time. And it was a beautiful moment.
It was like she got stronger in that moment.
Yes.
So we're excited. So if you're coming to a show and you want to ask us anything or tell us anything or get our think tank going, send us an email with what show you're coming to.
Yes, that would be very helpful.
How you doing?
I'm
Not
good.
to be Wendy Williams, but how you doing?
I think I'm good. Look,
okay. You got your hair done today and it looks great.
Thank you. Yes, I always forget that, doing your hair makes you feel good.
Honey, when I tell you if a spray tan right now would cure me.
Right? A pedicure might like send me over the edge. I don't know. I have not done much self-care aesthetically lately. So
no, me neither. And let me tell you, if I went to get a pedicure right now, honey, it's a tear down.
Yeah.
They'll say like, we recommend new feet.
I'd be like, do you want me to put a sensor over this so the other people don't see what you have to work with down there?
Should everyone be wearing masks?
yeah.
When you start to exfoliate me.
Eyes front, everyone. Eyes front. I'm good. I know maybe you're not following this, but the Lindsay Clancy trial.
Oh God, you're bringing it to murder right now?
It's taken over my world. By Wednesday, I'm not even going to talk. Look, I won't talk about it because by Wednesday, it'll have moved so further along. But for those of you that are watching it, wow. Am I right? Wow.
Now, let me ask you, is it a certain kind of trial that agrees to be broadcast or is it like all parties involved agree? Because I haven't heard of, like, I'm not a person who like seeks out stuff like this to watch in real time.
Yes.
But
I forget that you can. I forget that court TV exists as a live stream.
It is.
Well, people are streaming it on because it's taken off. It's like TikTok is nom 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 eating it up. And obviously throwing in the conspiracy theories are like everyone is distracted with this right now. But I don't know what trials get like permission to be live versus ones that don't. Probably an easy Google, but this one is live, which is wild. But there's also millions of people like reporting in real time as everything's going on.
I'll wait for the documentary.
It's it's literally, it feels like a documentary happening in real time.
So it feels like Love Island murder documentary because every day.
I'm
saying because it's in real time and you're like going and you're watching your program.
Yes,
in real time.
This happens with big trial. There's a whole world of true crime, court people, people that love that court stuff.
She got a psych degree, not a law degree.
Nope, clearly not. I couldn't be a lawyer, man.
I thought about it
I'm
for
too emotional.
A minute. I thought about it. I thought about maybe being a detective.
Yeah,
because
I can see you.
Role play.
Yeah.
Going undercover kind of vibes. But I remember in high school, I was teetering on the idea of going into law, which obviously it was like, I think I did that more for attention.
For the drama of it. You could really work a courtroom.
I think I could too.
Absolutely.
But I remember I had a boyfriend at the time, Chip. Don't turn off the podcast. It was 25 years ago.
They were mismatched from the start.
He's a farmer.
Yep.
But I had a boyfriend. And I remember he had this friend that went to a different school who was a girl. Fine, normal.
Yeah.
Whatever. I was like, yeah, that's cool. Like, whatever. You guys go to the same church. Like, I hope.
We all know what happens in the hut now.
I'd like to meet. Well, no. Luckily, it wasn't the hut. Which, by the way, my mom was already like, will you send me that clip that's so funny about the hut so I can send it to Mitzi? To other people at the church, I'm like, it's not exactly the clip I want. I said it.
Maybe it is.
I said it. No shame about the hut. But anyway, so I remember he was like, we had hung out 1 week or something, one day. And I was like, what'd you do earlier? And he was like, oh, we just went to church and came home. And I was like, oh, okay.
Mm.
And then a week later, I saw a group picture, and the girl was there. And he was like, oh, no, it's a different day. And I go, you were wearing the same shirt and you just got that shirt. And his mom from the other room was like, oh my God, Mamrie, you've got to go to law school. And also, it wasn't a big deal, and it's been eating him up. It's been eating him up. But I was like, why lie? Why lie? Yeah.
And this is all pre-social media.
Yes. This is like, I wish I had a soundboard with me at all time that just had the like Law and Order dun dun.
Yeah, dun dun. I mean, I was just writing a chapter in my book about when my stalker came to Bufferfest and you found him in line. And like, it was your spidey senses were tingling.
They were tingling. I said, grab the security. I'm walking the line. Like I was walking the line like I feel like people were tasked to do in the 80s to like bring groupies backstage.
Yeah.
I was walking the line to be like, get this motherfucker out of here.
But walking the line, no makeup, sunglasses on, indoors.
I hadn't gotten ready for my meet and greet yet.
Full size coffee, touching hands like someone running for governor.
You're going to meet Grace. She's going to be so nice. She's going to be so nice.
Everyone's like, what is she doing here? Mamrie just loves to see what's up.
I like to walk the line. I'm going to pull a few lucky of y'all to come and get hazed.
Yeah. Oh, so many memes.
So many memes. This is going to come as a shock to you, but as a woman in my early 40s, I'm trying to get more protein. Yeah, you heard it right. I am a walking absolute stereotype. And listen, while I know the basics of protein, sometimes I want a full meal and I don't want to have to think about it. I want to have to do research, and I certainly don't want to have to look at labels and count just how many grams I'm getting in. And that is where Hungry Root has been incredible. Hungry Root has over 50,000 chef-crafted recipes and many ready just in 15 minutes. The variety never gets old, and there's always something new to try. You can put in your specifics, Maybe you want to go high protein. Maybe you, one thing I like is that I have a partner who eats meat and I don't, so I can add a protein like a tofu to mine. They're like green curry tofu bowls. Yum! And Hungry Root keeps getting more personalized by learning your taste and your dietary needs over time. So it knows what you actually want and then just keeps refining it. Plus, they screen out over 200 additives like high fructose corn syrup, artificial sweeteners, and preservatives. And all their meat and seafood from a chippy boy is high quality with no hormones or antibiotics. Hungry Root's quality standard doesn't slip, and you know what to expect. So I don't have to keep looking to see how many grams of protein I'm getting in for this meal or that meal. I can have Hungry Root send me a meal, which I can make very quickly and know exactly what's going into my bod. Plus, you can always add on other snacks. Maybe I get some protein bars. Maybe I get some little Tillamook cheddar bites. You guys, I'm obsessed. I'm discovering all kinds of fun snacks on there. I'm a person who, I don't branch out that much, okay? I stick in my ways. But with Hungry Root, I'm like, you know what? Throw in those pretzel peanut butter bites. You know what? Throw in those chickpea puffs. You gotta try those. Hungry Root is a way to both make your schedule feel a lot lighter, make your workload of planning what to eat a little lighter, but also still have you feeling full. You are going to love Hungry Root as much as I do. So for a limited time, get 40% off your first order, plus get a free item in every box for life. Go to hungryroot.com/TMGW and use code TMGW. That's hungryroot.com/TMGW, code TMGW to get 40% off your first box and a free item of your choice for life. Oh, you just know they're about to have some delicious autumn recipes.
Well, you've been gone this weekend.
Well, I went tubing in Kernville. So have you been there?
It's so familiar of a maybe, but it's also maybe not.
Here's the deal. It's about 3 hours away. It is the closest place to go river tubing.
Yeah,
like
definitely
in a real
not
way.
gone river tubing.
They also have like rafting, but that's a different stretch of the river.
Yeah.
But the town itself isn't much to speak of.
Okay.
Like it's got something, like we popped into a saloon. Like it's got a few things that like give it like a small town feel.
Yeah.
But for the most part, like at one point I looked at Chip and I said, like as I saw two teen boys walking down the street, I looked at him and I said, this place makes growing up in Boonville, North Carolina feel idyllic.
Really?
Like everything is just so dry in that area of California.
Yeah.
Like it's like, even if it was a hot summer growing up, it was like we had trees
Yes.
and grass and things. Like, it was so hot, but it was very fun. We rented a house and there were 7 of us. And this is my group of friends that are very into games. So we were playing a lot of games.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. Like it was, you know,
The group that only gets together once a week to play games. Played games all weekend in a house.
It was very fun. It's so funny. Steve was telling me, and he's like the ringleader. He was telling me he went home recently and was like getting together with people he used to wait tables with in high school.
Yeah.
And they're like kikiing and hanging out for hours. Then he was like, "Do you guys want to play a game?" And they were like, "No." And I was like, "You're right." He was like, "Yeah, I don't either. I was just kidding."
What a funny joke.
But we like played games and like had lasagna on Friday. And then we got up and here's the deal. I would like to give myself a bit of a reward.
Okay.
Or a shout out for this weekend. Because when you're in a house with 7 people and you wake up with terrible cramps, I'm talking like bent over, you think you have a fever, you might be speaking in tongues cramps.
Yeah.
And you just slept on the hardest bed that's ever been made.
Why do they make them so hard?
I think we were on a low table. I don't think we were sleeping on a bed.
Maybe.
But I sucked it up. We went tubing. It was so much fun.
Aww.
It was some people's first time ever river tubing.
Whoa, fun.
And it was just a blast. And I just realized, like, I need to live near a river.
Yeah.
It makes me happy. I'm not into the ocean.
No.
Keep it. Too many unknowns. Lakes, that's fun. I can still create a fake creature in my head.
Yeah. I like moving water.
Yeah. It's something about it makes me go, okay, this is cleaner, less scary.
She hates to see a toilet.
I hate to see a toilet. But yeah, so we had a really nice time. And then again, we watched some dumb movies and played some games. And we did get a call from the Airbnb owner because Mr. Larry David was howling.
While you guys weren't there? Oh, he gets separation anxiety.
He was howling.
Oh, poor guy.
We didn't know. We don't think he's done that. And like, because when we first got Larry and he was on the road with Chip, there was a couple times where like Chip had to leave him in the hotel room for an hour, maybe 2, like nothing, and he howled. But we thought that was all calm and good to go. And
Have you ever put a camera on here while you guys are gone?
No, not here.
Okay.
No, we know we would have been told. Like, he's like chill here. But obviously he was in a random house. Yeah. There was a lot of stimuli. And then we left and he didn't know when we were going to be on. When Chip at one point, when he was on the road with him, got a camera. And it was just Larry on a bedside table howling. Just at the top of his lungs. Just. And like Chip had one, I think, that like flicks a treat out, ignored it. I mean, he's so small.
He's got to get one that he can talk to him on the other side.
I know. But so overall, a really great trip. And I just need to be in more bodies of water. Yeah. Especially, I mean, it was just so cool and refreshing.
Our body is what, 75% water?
Girl, get it. It's also like 98% the same DNA as a banana. Have you ever heard that?
No.
Let my minion ass look this up. DNA, human, and banana.
Yeah. Yes. No. Maybe.
Oh no, it's only about 50 or 60.
Okay,
but there are some things that we are very close to in DNA.
Animal has the closest DNA to a banana.
To a banana, okay.
Obviously.
Because obviously we're closest to primates.
No single human has a close genetic relationship to a banana.
Well, I just lied, I guess.
But they say humans share 50 to 60% of their DNA with bananas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The potassium part.
They share the basic housekeeping genes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So anyway, I got in a river, then we live streamed.
Yes.
Oh, we did play a very fun game that I would recommend to anyone, which was running charades. Which is running charades, which was the 2 teams were in 2 different rooms. And then one person was in the middle of the house and they had a list of 10 things, person, place, or thing. And 2 people would start, get the clue. You'd run back to the room and act it out to them. And once they got it, the person who gets it runs in, gets the clue. So it's like you were trying to beat each other, but it wasn't just like, hey, wait. It's like,
can you hear each other?
No.
Because
like one was in a bedroom, the other people were in the dining room.
How do you keep it fair?
Well, because the person in the middle can kind of hear. Like you'd hear if you. Okay. So, but it was just like very fun to like be running. And also like with normal charades, you have to take turns. And so you might be like, well, that one was easy.
Right,
but this time it levels the playing field.
Damn.
Hashtag running charades.
Running charades. I love that. I think that's super fun.
It was a good time.
I also just love your off your phones playing games. Incredible.
It was lovely. Here's something that's bothering me.
Yeah. Is it a granny rant worth?
It's not granny rant worth.
Yeah.
I feel like it still keeps me young.
Yeah.
When Love Island was happening and a lot of people were like, oh, the guy who's with Kinsey, which I agree was like meme farming.
Yes. Yes.
Like
we talked about this.
Become a meme. I feel like now on the internet, there's a bit of a witch hunt.
For him?
Nope, in meme farming in general. Because I saw a clip of Hannah Bender for her movie premiere, which is like a lesbian, campy horror film. And they were asking her what she likes to like dip her chicken nuggets in. And she was like, oh, I'm going ranch. I'm going buttermilk. And then she goes, I'm going barbecue. And everyone's like, she's meme farming by doing this thing. And I'm like, now you're just not allowed to be quirky in any, like we're really just not letting anyone do anything funny without thinking they're trying to become a meme.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, it's so cringe that she's meme farming. And I was like, I think it's cringe that you think someone's meme farming by being an entertaining person on the red carpet.
Tell them, memes.
Hey.
And that's on that, you Gen Z cunt.
Because here's the deal. It's like, why are we trying to take the fun out of everything and make everyone feel self-conscious about doing anything?
There is twofold.
That was kind of a granny rant. Sorry.
I love it. I will talk about this shit all damn day because one, it's like the growth of surveillance culture. We're all filming each other. Stop filming each other in public without permission.
True.
You saw that guy that filmed that couple making out on the bench in Central Park, and he was like, it's some big influencer with like millions of followers. They were like making out, and then he said like, get a room, and they both like went like this, and it's opened up discourse around like, is it okay to film people in public?
Just if they're a public figure.
Right. And also, there's this interesting thing that Sarah Whittle actually was telling me about the other day, that she's been fed a couple TikToks about how Gen Z and the generation after them are Gen Alpha are like deconstructing their conservative upbringings. However, they're not going like far enough in their deconstruction, and instead now they have this like moral superiority complex that they point the finger at everyone else without upholding their own moral superiority.
It's a call-out culture as opposed to self.
It's like the transmutation of shame.
The
shame that like Christianity, you could argue, is like very based in shame culture, like purity culture. All like you're unclean, you're all this, like you're full of sin, and so that all it just comes out in call out culture. It's so shame based, and it's always, for the most part, like a projection of what's going on in here.
Yeah, well, exactly. It's like anyone in high school, you'd be like, she's a slut. It's like. Yeah. Oh, you wish you could get laid?
Yeah.
You wish you could show your titties as freely as me?
Right. Or that someone in your life has told you it's wrong to be promiscuous. And so now you have this bizarro like value system that's very skewed.
I was just like, if we start putting people on blast for being like lightly
weird,
quirky on, get this, a red carpet during a interview about dipping sauces, like when can you not be a little bit quirky?
You're gonna hate what she does for a living,
right?
Which is just be weird,
right? I'm just like, and then what? Like, not that I think that wonderful Emmy award-winning Hannah Einbinder, again, don't know if I'm saying her name right, is gonna care about what's trending on Threads, but I'm still like, and then what? Like, some little part of you, the next time you're doing interviews, is like, well, don't be too cute. Right. You're going to be told you're trying too hard.
Yeah, the internet loves to pick everyone apart. Like, chill out, guys.
Relax, guys.
Go outside and be a little weirdo without harming anyone or filming anyone.
Right. Here's what I will say, though.
Yeah.
Doesn't affect us at all. We are the cringiest bitches.
Oh, the toothpaste is out of the tube. I have done the most embarrassing stuff online that I can never take back.
No, so there's no rebrand. There's no rebrand.
Genuinely, I am cringe and I am free.
Yes.
You know, like this is I am living a life that is imprisoned by my own thoughts.
Yeah. Like there's a part of me that was like, oh, maybe, you know, like I'm doing the food thing, cocktails things. Maybe I could be like cool for a second. Like maybe I could be like,
You've, unfortunately, I hate to break this to you, have always been the cool one. Okay?
Yeah,
it
but
is
the
your
bar
shtick.
is low. The bar is low. I'm the least crazy in the sanatorium.
Yeah.
But so I was like, maybe, you know, I could like lean in. I could be like aesthetic-y a little bit. Like, let's go. Like, I have cool things about me. I should lean in. Cut to me and you dressed as nerds with propeller hats, dressed as Jimothy.
Yeah.
I mean, like, we did a green screen shoot for upcoming tour videos, and the level of stupid, like I didn't even like tell Chip a couple of things we did because I was like, you're going to have to see it to fully appreciate how dumb it is.
Yeah, we did some stuff with the ants, which is funny because again, I've been going back to 2016. I've been looking at my Instagram. There's photos of the ants from 2016.
They've been with us for a decade.
Yeah, at least
a decade.
Crazy to me.
Oh, I love those hoes.
I actually have a high thought.
Oh, let's go. Get in there because
Weekend.
I have a high thought.
I have a high thought. We have a high thought. I have a high thought.
Where was my high thought?
God, I love that theme song.
In our rising surveillance culture,
Oh, wow.
here we go.
Wow. Wow. Drops a PowerPoint.
Yeah.
Clicker thing. In our rising.
Incognito tab can't be a real thing.
What is
Incognito window.
Oh, on your phone, like
You
a
know how
Safari?
you can go
yeah,
in
private.
technically you can go in a
Okay.
private window. Like people have been using it to watch
Yeah.
porn for
years.
But in my mind the other night, I was like, there's no fucking way with the government watching us do everything that
Right.
it's not. They just gave us a little button that we can push and pretend that we're doing
That's true.
private things.
I've only
So is it just, but my follow-up question
Oh.
to myself in that moment was like, is the point of this incognito window for just to hide stuff from someone, like a civilian person, like a partner or a friend that might be looking at your
Here's
search
what
history?
I always thought incognito was.
Yeah.
I don't think it's like, well, this is the button I click to get on the black market. Like,
Right.
I don't think it's that. I think it's just when you're in that, it doesn't show up in your search history.
That's what I mean. Right.
I think that's more like if I go incognito mode,
But you're telling
double-sided
me-
dildo, blah, blah, blah. And then Chip uses my computer, it's not going to pop up in my search history. I don't think it means like, all bets are off, ho.
No, not
government.
that. I'm saying if you're telling me that if I let's say someone goes to trial for like murdering someone, that they looked up a bunch of like how to kill someone in incognito.
Yeah.
That wouldn't be
No.
traceable by the trial.
It is, isn't it?
Right? That's my question is like, how
think it
private is this incognito window?
I think incognito is literally like only protecting you from your friends and family who might also use your computer.
Right. Okay. That's what I was like. So we're
like
all
it's-
just like afraid of each other.
Well, I think it's also like if you do it in incognito mode and then someone uses your phone, they're not going to be like, it auto-filled to penetration ponies. Like, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, if they were just trying to get to PBS, they're like, what the fuck?
What?
Like, I think it's all the like things that it learns, like search history and or it's not going to be like, hey, if I do look up something dirty on this on Chip's computer, and then I'm like, why is that already purple? Why has he already been on that website?
Yes.
I was just making a joke.
Okay.
So
okay.
I think it's just like
you can
you're
use
not
your
a
computer
perv on your own device.
Yeah, you can use your computer without any like trace of you existing on it.
Yeah, I think it's just like a, hey, this is between me and you moment. Not like the government can't access it.
That is my okay. Because that seems insane to me.
Yeah.
That I'm like, oh, do they think we're so stupid that they gave us a little button that
Yeah.
we click and we just go, and now no one will know.
And now I'm shielded from all legal possible tracing. Yeah, that's what I think.
I know that people use it when they don't want it to affect their algorithm, like whatever they're looking up.
If they're like, I'm looking this up to like make fun of it.
Right.
I
or
don't
like
want this to
is
be my
something
whole new thing.
Right. That I'm just looking up for one thing that I don't need to be part of my
Right. Like, because
world.
Chip has looked up something before with like some weight thing we're doing. And then he's just like, now my whole Explore page is buff dudes. You know what I mean? Or
Yeah.
like now my whole Explore page is just cottage cheese recipes when I was just looking it up to like see how gross they are.
Right, exactly.
Y'all, everything is so freaking expensive now that it has got me really having to take a cold, hard look at my spending. See where I can pull back, whether that's, not ordering in tonight and instead cooking or, not going to that concert. But one quick way to save money is to make sure you're not spending it twice for no reason. I'm talking about subscriptions that you didn't realize you had 2 accounts for. And you think someone would know better, but maybe you have a couple different email addresses and you didn't realize that you were paying for a streaming service that is not cheap from 2 different accounts. This is true story. It happened to me just recently. Well, luckily, Rocket Money helps you find all the things you are paying for and make sure you actually want to pay for them. You know what I'm saying? I had a service that was like a home security service, and we switched over. So I was like, please cancel my monthly bills. And they were like, no problem. I was on the phone with them for 2 hours. You're canceled. You're all set, Miss Hart. Oh, honey, according to Rocket Money, they had been charging me. They had been charging me when I'd already canceled. That is not okay. Rocket Money is a personal finance app that helps you find and cancel unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spending, and helps lower your bills so you can grow your savings. Maybe you don't want to say goodbye to that fun streaming service, but you don't want to pay that much. They will go in there and negotiate for you. And another reason why I love them is because I have a tendency to download an app for a free trial period, and then whoopsie doozy, I've been paying for it for 2 years and I've never opened it since the day I downloaded it. It will show you all of these things so you can say, hey, put a stop to that. I don't want it, or I still want to help lower my bills. And they have all these cool features that help you figure out a plan to start saving your money. So if you're like me and really want to scale back the spending just a little bit without necessarily having to make big changes, let Rocket Money help you reach your financial goals faster. Join at rocketmoney.com/TMGW. That's rocketmoney.com/TMGW. rocketmoney.com/TMGW.
Hey, you, listen to me. I know you have been putting off that incredibly specific doctor's appointment that you need to make, and I get it. It is so easy to ignore something that seems very complicated and maybe a bit cumbersome to try and do. But allow me to introduce you to Zocdoc. They will make the world of booking all types of medical professionals so much easier. Zocdoc lets you search and compare local in-network doctors. They have more than 150,000 providers with 200 plus specialties across all 50 states. Their website has tons of reviews from real patients, detailed doctor profiles to help you choose the right one. You can actually see appointments that are open and click to instantly book a visit. And appointments happen fast, usually within 24 to 72 hours. You can even score same-day appointments. And Zocdoc is free to use. It's free. Oh my, there's very few things in life these days that are free. Your health matters, and taking care of yourself shouldn't be complicated. Find and book the right doctor with Zocdoc. Head to Zocdoc.com/weird to get started and check that appointment off your to-do list. You know which one I'm talking about. That's ZocDoc.com/weird.
Well, now that we're still high in this thought, I want to, my dreams, I've talked about this before. I'm going to go to a hypnotist. I've got some crazy dreams going on.
Yes.
But one I had the other day was so realistic. And the only detail I wrote down was I had a hairless cat who could talk to me and kind of had, in the latest Cats film, how like it was a weird morph face. So it'd be like, it would be like Taylor Swift as a cat.
Yes.
I had a hairless cat like that as a pet who was Chriselle from Selling Sunset.
She's got a very feline face.
And she was like giving me advice. And I was like, thanks, Chriselle. And she was a hairless cat. And I woke up the next day and I was like, it just works.
What works?
the vibe. Chriselle is a hairless cat.
Oh, it really does. Yeah. If you ever had your own version of Pee-wee's Playhouse, like that would be a character that walked in often.
Yeah, I wasn't freaked out at all. I was like, this makes sense. Chriselle, my hairless cat.
Okay, so this wasn't a stress stream. This was an
That was the only part that wasn't stressful.
Oh, okay.
I think she might have been telling me I had to save the world or I needed to quit my job or something. But that was fun. And then here's another fun fact. I don't know if I've said it on the pod.
Yeah.
I've got my last DJ class this week.
Oh, fun.
It's so fun. I'm having a blast doing it. I wish I could snap my fingers and know everything.
I know, yeah.
I mean, it truly, like, the amount of times I've now Googled, like, does so-and-so actually play their set live? Because it's so complicated.
Yeah.
And I do know at big festivals, like, people will be like, they're not really doing it. And it's like, yeah, because it's too risky.
Right. The stakes are too high.
Yeah. They turn it in, they get it approved, and then they, you know, and then they, like, it's the performance as much as it is like the actual content that's coming out. But I have my last class on Thursday, and then I'm excited. Like, I want to do more, but obviously we're touring and stuff, so I'll wait. But I was talking to my DJ instructor, and he was like, well, I was like, do you teach anywhere outside of Guitar Center? Yeah, that's right. I'm taking DJ lessons at Guitar Center.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. There are resources everywhere, y'all. Someone had commented on a TikTok and was like, where can someone take DJ classes who doesn't have YouTube money? And Palm Springs house. And I go, LOL, YouTube money. And I said, and I'm taking it at Guitar Center, bitch. Like, but what's cool is I was talking to my instructor and I was like, do you teach anywhere? And he's like, well, I'll do private lessons and stuff. Yeah. And I was like, oh, cool. And I was like, do you mind if maybe next week I like actually film a little bit just because like people are curious? And he was like, no problem. And we got to talk, and like we hadn't talked anything personal. And I was like, well, I'm a comedian and this and that. And then he was like, well, then you might like this. He was like, I'm RuPaul's teacher. Yeah, and he was
incredible.
Like, showed me like a text thread that was like
amazing.
RuPaul texting him because they had just finished their DJ set at like Berlin Pride.
Wow.
And I was like, here I am at Little Guitar Center, being all like, you know, trying to be all low money, whatever. And then he's like, oh, I teach RuPaul how to DJ.
Amazing.
I thought that was
what a resume.
Sick.
Also, he probably shouldn't show you the text messages.
No. It was just like a picture of Ru.
Okay.
It was just like she texted me this photo. Like
Gotcha.
It was like a professional photo.
I was like, damn, dude.
No. It wasn't like that at all.
I want to say quickly before we potentially get into
questions.
Rest in peace, Jackie and Shadow. Mm-hmm. And thank you to everyone like reached out to me and was so sweet and kind. But yeah, I cried, man. I was like, this is really sad.
Yeah.
Just like visually and symbolically, it's just like very sad. But
how'd she get hurt?
So she got into an altercation.
Oh, God.
She was grounded after a territory fight with like two sub-adults is what they're called when they're not adults. And then they picked her up, and then they found out that she was like hugely anemic. And so the fight situation actually helped them find these underlying like medical issues. But she was in intensive care for like 23 days.
Oh my goodness.
And everything just got like worse. And it was just very, I think, sad for everyone because it was so sudden and so unexpected.
You girl attached to Jackie.
Yeah. And they just like are so representative. And it was like she was being maternal, you know, like to the very end.
Mm-hmm.
But Shadow, I was just looking at before I got here of like, what is his
already
update?
Remarried with a convertible and his young girlfriend?
He's spending time at his usual lookouts, but he's made a return to the main nest. People think he was looking for Jackie.
Well, don't do that.
I know. But then he's also been seen with another sub-adult that they don't have a name for it yet. They've just been tagged as something, but they don't know if it's a new bond forming. They won't know until like breeding behavior will show up later in the fall.
Until we see him at the Tower Hotel bar with a hot young sub-eagle.
I know. A sub-adult.
And a hair transplant on this bald eagle.
He's been flying Turkish Airlines.
Exactly. But no, people were DMing me left and right, and I was just like, she knows.
I know. No, I knew. It's like, because I've been following it like on and off a little bit, but I was like, damn, this is really sad.
It is really sad.
And you don't realize how big eagles are until like you see them next to a human. Girl. My God.
Some of them birds. I saw a clip from a zoo, and it was like, I think like, I don't know if it was a condor or a vulture.
Yeah.
Like walking down the hallway. And I was like, That's Uncle Fester.
Yeah, it's
like
insane.
It came up to this guy's hips.
Insane.
Stay away from me. That's what I had to say.
I'll see you in my nightmares.
No, thank you. Speaking of, just a quick little animal thing.
Yeah.
Are you guys watching Monsters of God?
Yes.
Okay.
Lizard men are weird.
Reptile guys are strange.
Yeah. Those guys are strange and unnatural. There's something I feel dirty when I watch the show.
Yeah.
Like they are really going against nature.
Did you watch the new second episode?
Yes.
And all the drugs that are like tied to reptiles. Shit is wild.
Insane. A very fascinating and entertaining situation, but also like that many alligators just in your backyard in a cage effectively.
Grace, they cut to just a barrel of dead rats.
Yeah. Oh God, you must have lost your mind.
This is a tough show for me, but I still want to watch it. But no, thank you. I will. The only like scaly little slimy animal I want are hairless dogs.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
And you realize that the guy that's in there, one of the guys being interviewed was the guy from Chimp Crazy.
I know, was the fake director.
Yeah.
I know.
I was like, oh shit, he wasn't lying about being so entangled in this world.
And a clown.
And he also, I love when they cut to them in an interview and that one guy, one of the two head honchos of the underground like reptile trading, he just had more band-aids and more blood on his forearms every time they cut to him.
Just like by episode 8, he's going to be in a full body cast.
There's just
bleeding out.
The pointiest looking lizard sitting next to him. And he was like, you can just let him sit there. And he's just bleeding down his forearms with his arms folded, answering questions.
Just a lizard. He's like, hey, that's just Buckaroo. And he's just got knives for hands. Clawing onto him.
I love when they cut to them and they're just holding snakes while answering their questions.
Just holding it. Yeah. If you don't like snakes, do not watch. But it's, it's the same director as Chimp Crazy and Tiger King. So, I mean, Chimp Crazy, though. What a time.
I mean, people are really up to stuff.
People are really up to stuff.
Sometimes it's really impossible to even guess what's happening in a house when you drive by.
Absolutely. I know it's not happening in mine. Air conditioning. So let's get to some questions from our listeners because I'm going to have to get a handyman out here.
Yeah. Should we have a call in? I think we should do it. A question from a listener.
A question from a listener. Send us like a 30-second voice note and we'll play that.
Okay, here we go. Let's see. What do I have? Oh, this one's kind of fun.
Okay,
here we go. This one's, I think, maybe a little over a minute.
Grace and Mamrie, I am looking for some decorating advice, kind of. So myself and 2 other friends, we met working in the marketing department of the local zoo. We don't work there anymore, but we do go back every holiday season to look at their light display. And something that they do is offer up trees for people to purchase and decorate as part of the holiday celebrations. Fun. And typically it's Girl Scout troops or in memory of a lost loved one. And we want to do our own this year. So we have decided that the theme is Trash Panda. We have some ideas of how we want to decorate, but we are definitely looking for any ideas or advice. Also, we need a name because obviously we can't use Girl Scout troop number 4. So we don't want our names. We don't want them to be like, hey, those people used to work here. What are they doing? So would love any ideas or advice for making this the best looking tree in the zoo, because obviously that's what we're striving for. We want to be better than the Girl Scout troops. Thanks so much.
Isn't that so cute?
Wait, so this is like table setting competition on
with
trees?
And I mean, like, remember I made you what's his name?
Gritty tree. Gritmas tree.
So I have a little experience with turning a tree into something, but I just thought that was what a fun tradition.
That's so fun. So do you go into the zoo and decorate your tree?
Again, we can't ask questions.
Right.
But
I just want everyone to know that I don't know about the context of that.
So I don't know if it's real trees they go in and decorate or if it's like, oh no, this is the standard size. We decorate it at home. We load in. You know, I'm assuming that's real. They have like 20 fake trees and you go in and decorate on day. I don't think it sounds as competitive as the tablescaping
Right.
pressure.
Yes.
But just in general, I think this is so fun.
This is really great.
And trash pandas. So obviously that's a slang for raccoon.
I had to Google it. I was like, is it a TV show?
I saw you immediately going,
Trash panda.
So celebrating the raccoon.
Yeah. Man, I do have so many questions.
I know you do.
About, because I want to know, did they leave amicably or did they get fired from this job? And is this kind of like they don't want everyone to know that it's them that used to work there?
I think maybe they didn't say they got fired. I
Okay.
feel like that would bring a whole new vibe to this.
Right.
That way you're going on enemy territory. I think they just moved on, but they probably just don't want it to be like obvious. I thought of when I was listening to it, since it's a raccoon, like what's the name? Like Raconteurs or something. There's a band, and that's an actual word. The Raconteurs.
Yes.
What does raconteur mean? Or is it just, it's a Jack White band, but you could do something with that of like the Raconteurs. Or you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. Like the obvious idea, they're asking for decorations on it, right?
Well, they're just asking for all advice.
Yeah.
A name for the group and like what you would do if you were going to do.
I mean, Trash Panda is such a great name.
I feel like you need to have some type of like raccoon topping.
Yes. If you
So
have
that
an
way
angel on top of that's just a raccoon.
The raccoon
with wings.
And then the ornaments are like fun little trash items that you know what I mean? Like
like an apple that's been bitten or something.
Right. You could really create like, an empty bag of chips, a stinky sock.
Yeah.
You know, and have them all hanging. Also, you could somewhere have like a little like possum hanging upside down.
That's what I mean. I feel like having a fake animal,
it's basically
like
Critter
coming
Corner
out of the tree.
We're saying it's Critter Corner.
Yeah, it's essentially a Critter Corner tree. But like if you had like the face of a raccoon sort of like falling out the bottom of the tree that people didn't know whether it was a real raccoon or not in the zoo.
That'd
in
be
the
fun.
zoo.
You could also like, if you wanted to, if you were going to spray paint the tree, you could do it like a raccoon tail where they have like white, black, white, black, white, black. And so from a distance, you're like, that's a raccoon tail.
Yes. And what are the Girl Scouts doing again? She said that
She just said they like get trees there.
Okay.
That it's more of a thing where it's like if tablescaping was like, oh, this is this volunteer group that has a table. And then we come in and we're like, oh, we're the only ones that aren't like a Girl Scout troop.
Right.
We might go under a pseudonym.
Okay.
That's all the
fair.
info I have.
That's fair. Okay. Now I'm getting it. Now I'm understanding a little bit more. Okay.
But I think fun, like pieces of like what looks like trash, but like with glitter and stuff all over it.
Yeah.
And like a fishbone, like, like an empty can of beans, but you go in there and you like make it all like cute and sparkly.
You like bedazzle it.
Yeah.
You could even just like empty a can of beans.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, literally. And you could make the whole thing upcycled. This could cost you no dollars.
Yes.
And then it's a commentary on
one man's trash is another man's treasure.
Boom. Exactly that.
But we would love for you to send us a photo.
Yeah, tell us, show us what it looks like, and also how do we get a tree next year?
Well, also,
what zoo are you at?
What zoo you at? And also, you guys keep telling us these competitions that we don't know exist. I saw earlier today, a few people sent me on Instagram. There was, I think it was a state fair. I don't know, somewhere in the Midwest has an ugly cake competition.
Oh, that's
and they
great.
were like little monsters. Like they were all monsters.
Wow.
But that one's fun because you can't execute it until like the day before.
Man.
And then they judge it and then you take it away. You can't just leave cake out. But all these like niche competitions, please keep telling us about them.
Please. Also, like I keep like people that are more ambitious than us on follow through, can you create like a fun craft show that we can host? I was thinking about this the other day. I loved Amy Poehler's craft show that she had, but I'm like, with the advent of Bake Off coming back again, that's like, how do we get in this world? Crafts are hot right now.
I'm currently trying to pitch a cooking thing, but
yeah, okay.
Well, we'll offline it.
Yeah.
But we want to get up in that world.
Yeah.
I loved making it. It should have gotten more seasons.
I know.
It was so fun.
I thought it was such a pleasant watch.
Yes, we need more pleasant watches, you guys.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, here's another one.
Okay.
Here we go. Let me see. I think it's this one.
Hey, Grace and Mamrie. My name is Gino, huge fan from the Philippines. Been following both of you since middle school. Now I just recently graduated from my master's program.
Oh my God.
Yay. Also, I'm a scientist. Apparently, lots of y'all's listeners are. Anyway, I was recently binging epic rap battles of history and realized both of you made an appearance on it. So my question is, who, alive or dead, would you like to have a rap battle with, and what's your intention? Is it to demolish them, be read by them, or just have a fun time? Cheers.
What a wonderful
Wow.
person.
That's a great question. I mean, I was recently listening.
Oh, God. Oh, Gino, hush. Gino, I didn't mean to play you again.
Granny. Oh God, it's playing
Gino.
again.
Gino from the Philippines.
I was recently listening to Epic Rap Battles, going back and listening to them. We sounded great.
We sounded great. And honestly, like I went back and watched mine recently because I'm Julia Child in mine.
Yeah, and you're going.
And I'm going to Julia Child's home in France for a cooking school next week.
Yeah.
And I watched it with such pride because I was like, I did that whole thing in a Julia Child impression. They did not distort my voice. I had to like practice, learn, and then rap. It was so much fun. I love them.
They were so great. I remember recording it. I'm obviously not a rapper. I cannot clap in the same rhythm twice. And so they were so great at giving me like line reads the whole time and being so hype when we recorded them. I was like,
totally.
oh, this is so fun.
It was a blast.
And I remember seeing them perform at Outside Lands outside of San Francisco. And I was like, they're great.
They're so great. I think they might be touring right now. I saw that they were touring. And when I was in Italy and I was in Rome for a minute, it was like just the wrong dates where I saw they had like a show in Amsterdam. And I was like, I want to show up and do Julia Child in Amsterdam. But it like didn't work out date wise.
I know. See, because that's kind of my answer is like, I would love to go back in time and like do those rap battles.
Oh,
you know, or perform them like live. Like we've never got a chance to like do them live for anything. And they have like so many, like they were really great at what they did. Now I feel like everyone's using AI slop to.
No, they crafted every rap. It was incredible. Okay, but so Gino's question is, if you could rap battle.
Yeah.
I don't know if he means in epic rap battles or what, but like,
who's your answer?
I mean, I've been thinking on it of like what would be iconic. And I was like, maybe I could rap battle Judge Judy. I think that'd be fun.
Oh, that would be fun.
Or to really read her to filth, Erica Kirk.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree. I'm sitting.
We should literally text Lloyd and be like, Can we come on where Grace plays Erica Kirk?
Dude, I am sitting on a video that I haven't brought myself to post of me making myself look like Erica Kirk.
Wait, really?
Because I bought blue.
You got contacts?
I got contacts. This is months ago.
Send me a screen grab, bitch.
Months. It's scary. I showed Elliot and he was like, this is terrifying.
Oh my God.
They were also, where do y'all cosplayers buy colored contacts?
Yeah.
I was like, every website looks like it's totally fake. And I don't know if these should be costing $3.99.
I think they do because they're not prescription. Like I can't rock a fake contact because I need actual contacts.
They are the weirdest, most terrible feeling.
Well, because you don't wear contacts.
No, yeah, exactly.
I've been putting my fingers in these eyes for
Elliot.
30 years.
I always forget when he starts pulling things out of his eyes that I'm like, oh my God, you have contacts. Okay. That's incredible.
Okay, who would you battle?
God, I mean, that's so good.
But that's because I know
Riley
a lot
Gaines.
of people would love to see it.
Riley Gaines.
Is she
similar
like
both?
She's like the swimmer that hates trans people?
Hates trans people for no good reason.
No fucking reason.
Yeah, she's a soulless ghoul. She can't even, you saw the clip of her having to be told what her principles were on her podcast. She was like, what are the tenets again? Yeah, this.
Oh my God.
It's insane.
I love that.
Grifters.
The question was probably more like, girl, I'm gonna rap battle.
The other one would be like the Pillsbury Doughboy.
I was like, probably gonna like, mine would be Willem or like, you know, like who would be fun? And I'm like, no, we're coming. If you say the word battle, we're coming we're gonna protect the dolls.
We're protecting the dolls.
Exactly.
And embarrassing ourselves in the process.
Well, listen, if you want to see us embarrass ourselves in real life, get tickets to our show. Also, it's only like a week and a half left of this merch drop.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
you're right. Thank you for bringing that up.
We
A
need
week
to
and a half
post
left,
more.
you guys.
They are so good.
Yeah.
Designed
I was
by
talking to Mitchell
Davis.
Davis this week,
I know.
and he is so stoked that everyone is buying them. And his humble little heart, he's like, I hope people tag me in them.
Tag them.
Yeah, when you get them.
Because it looks so good and it's so fun. And yeah, this is all exciting.
All very exciting, guys. We will be remote for the next. I think we'll
have-
pre-record
We're
next
gonna
week.
pre-record. Oh, should I send out like an ask about the whole like countdown thing?
Yes.
Okay, so when a good way for us to record remote if we need to is, or just record in advance. So I'm
Yeah.
not saying this will come out in the next couple weeks, but just so we can have like a little list to choose from is we know you guys love the food countdowns. We freaking love the food countdowns.
Yes.
Except that now we've gotten to a point where they kind of overlap. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Where it's like we've done so many of them.
And like every food is getting recalled, so it's a little
yeah,
sad
it's
to
a
do.
little scary. It's like we've done dips, we've done soups,
And
we've
here
done
comes the
cheese,
FBI.
we've done-
I
oh
don't
my
know if
God.
you can hear that airplane.
What did you put on incognito mode?
I mean, you just talked about Erica Kirk.
Oh my God. Oh my God. But we would love for you to give us ideas for countdowns that could be A, food related that
Yeah.
you think is like very unique to other ones we've done, or B, just
Anything.
other things to count down. Like what's like a thing we would have strong opinions on our top 7 of them. It could be like a pop culture thing, like a TV show or a movie, or I love ones that are just very strange.
Yeah.
Like more like inanimate objects.
Yeah, exactly. Or like, you're hungover. What are the top 7 things you need?
Need in general.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to just be food.
Right, exactly.
Oh, what do you want when you feel like being a little bitch?
Yeah, you're having a rot day. What are the top 7 things you need?
Things like that.
Yeah.
Send us messages with suggestions or go on our Patreon and put it there. And yeah. Okay.
Well,
This got weird.
This might get weird.